Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you.
Without you, how can I find love without you? I spent way too much time on you. Please don't hit my phone, 'cause I've been waiting on your call. Please leave me alone, 'cause I ain't love you for too long. Girl, it's cool. Trust me, girl, it's cool. And maybe you should lay down and use my body as a playground.
Hey, howdy, hey, pals and gals, and welcome to Power Wash Simulator. You can't see my face just yet. Hold on one second. Oh, there it goes. There I am. David, can you hear me? Hello?
Yo, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah. Cool. I'm joining your game. Downloading dirt. Ah, good.
Hello?
Hey.
Oh, okay. My mic wasn't plugged in.
Oops.
Hear the game.
Loading dirt.
Loading dirt.
Shouldn't have that much left to load. Half the house is clean. Kind of refamiliarizing myself with the controls. It's weird because I've been playing Skyrim a lot. So, and Skyrim controls way differently than everything else. Speaking of which, you were saying something about, we were talking about how Elder Scrolls 6, the devs are, they're playing...
Yeah, there's a rumor that they have versions, playable versions of the game. But there's no way. I don't think that game is even coming out. Not even in 2 years, I think.
I don't know, from what I've seen, the developers are claiming that, but I mean, playable, I'd say is a strong word. Bethesda games are usually barely playable when they first release, so
yeah, that seems like a very blanket kind of like playable up to like what point? One little dungeon or
yeah,
one little small forest?
probably
doing trial and error and
probably play testing, you know, testing out some of the gameplay elements, making sure things work.
right.
Maybe
All I
probably
know is that it better look way better than Skyrim if they wanna. Then it's got to be on par with what modders are doing. Their PCs with Skyrim. Have you seen some of those mods?
yeah, oh yeah, I've seen some of them.
They're just gorgeous. They're just wildly, like, just beautiful.
Yeah, I've seen some of it. Skyrim holds up surprisingly well, still.
Yeah.
Well,
No, it does.
especially if you're playing it on PC or like a PS5. I've never played like the PlayStation 3 version. I imagine it runs not great.
Not the best,
Yeah.
but still, for its time, I mean, it was good. I remember
But
putting hours and hours and hours on.
But yeah, I've been
And I
enjoying it.
still didn't find all the locations in that game.
Me either, and I keep starting over, so we'll see. We'll see if it ever happens.
I think I have it on the Nintendo Switch, PS3, Xbox, and PS5. Yeah.
I originally got it on Steam, and then like way later they came out with the Legendary Edition. And so I started playing, basically, and they just gave that for free to everybody who had the original version on Steam. And I started playing that one for a while. And then last year I got the PS4 Anniversary Edition, which comes with a free upgrade to the PS5 version.
That's right. That's when they started using adding the mod store.
Yeah, and then like in the Anniversary Edition they added in a bunch of mods with like basically officially supporting them as part of the game. So like you don't lose trophies or anything.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard of like a console game like doing that, like actually allowing mods on a console game.
Because it doesn't happen.
Like
I mean,
fully supporting it, But yeah, because that doesn't happen.
the only other game I know that did it was Fallout 4, but that's also Bethesda.
Yeah, yeah. They're the only ones that I've heard that do that.
Now you're not going to get the cool nudie mods or anything, but you know.
Oh no, of course it's gonna have its restrictions.
Yeah, you have to get from the creation store. You can't get it from the from like Nexus or anything.
Or like you're not gonna get the mods that are gonna make the whole game crash, like a flying dragon or,
Yeah, I imagine
there's some videos out there of like epic battles with like 100 Dragomors, those dark demon things, and against like skeletons. Like 1,000 skeletons and like 5 dragons, all in one like free for all battle. People are creative with that.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of. There's a mod with I don't know if it's available for the Legendary Edition. I think it was only available back in the day for the original version. There was a mod. I can't remember how to change this. Oh, we don't have any clean. Oh, I don't have any special cleaners. I think you can only use them. But yeah, there's a mod for the original Skyrim where you can transform into Ichigo's Vasto Lorde form, I think it was called. The form that he used against Ulquiorra, where he went ham. With the long hair and like the mask with the horns.
That's in Skyrim?
Yeah, they made a mod of that for that in Skyrim. It's from
Gotta see it.
It's from Bleach.
Oh, okay, see it. Yeah, I've never seen Bleach.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just thought of that as I was saying. I was like, maybe he hasn't seen this.
Yeah, no. I know I've seen like parts of Bleach, but I've never like fully.
You're not super familiar with it.
Yeah. Where's that graffiti?
There was some over here. I got it with the the small stream, the red bit.
Yeah. Super concentrated fire.
Yep, yep. Yeah, no, there's all kinds of crazy stuff. Nexus, basically anything goes, you know, and it's use at your own risk. But I think the Creation Club is there's a lot more screening involved.
No, and like for that, I'm sure you have to have the right hardware. You know.
Yeah.
For it to run properly and not crash.
Well, yeah, of course, especially with things like graphical mods. It's really weird though. I mean, there's people go crazy with it. Like, I mean, they'll make like 4K eyeball textures.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, this takes up like 2 pixels on the screen. I don't understand why you need the entire eyeball texture to be 4K.
They want to be, you know, they want to. The person that you marry in the game, they want to be eye to eye and just make it as realistic as possible.
Well, I mean, it makes no sense. Even if your display is like 8K, there's never a point in the game when a character's eyeball texture would be taking up your entire screen. It's an eyeball. It's one of the smallest things in the game.
You do like kissing animations in there. Yeah, Adam. Have you seen the combat animations that they mod in there?
I might have
backflips and barrel rolls.
Actually, no, I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah.
A PC version also has a script extender that has a lot of cool stuff. Where there's a lot of different kinds of mods that take advantage of it. I had on the Legendary Edition, I had a mod that completely overhauled vampires. So, like, you couldn't... Healing potions and regular healing spells wouldn't work on you. In order to heal, you had to use, like, life drain spells and blood potions. And, you couldn't turn into, like, a Vampire Lord form on the sunlight.
Making it more legit, like a vampire.
Yeah, and basically making vampire-based gameplay a lot more consequential.
Yeah.
Like you're super powerful, but you're also full of weaknesses that you have to be careful for. It was pretty cool.
More immersive, you know, because you only can come out at night, you know, the thing.
Yeah, you have to stay fed, or like the sun will basically just fry you. And even when you're fully fed, you can't transform in the sun. And if you are like in a Vampire Lord form and the sun comes out, you'll change back to normal. But you can do it in like the shade, just not direct sunlight. Do we have any idea when to expect the Snake Eater remake?
No, actually, I haven't even heard word about that again. That one actually has a lot of teasers though, so I'm thinking that's coming out before that other game, that other remake that I definitely want, the Silent Hill 2 remake.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that one too. I never played the original though.
I haven't either. I have not kind of.
I've only played 1 and 4, and 4 is the only one I ever beat. But I'm very interested to play it. I love the Silent Hill games. I think they're a lot scarier than Resident Evil.
Yeah,
but you said
there's
no stream
a lot
tonight.
of psychological.
Yeah, it's real spooky unless like jumpy.
Yeah.
Change of plans. Mario Sonic ended up deciding to do a stream tonight. Welcome. How are you?
The themes in those games, it's like there are a lot of how would I say, like dark themes that normally you don't really see. Usually it's just jump scares and you survive the monsters and stuff, but these are actually like themes, like depression, suicide, and
yeah. Resident Evil's very much like, the evil corporation, bioweapons.
It's survival horror,
Yeah, very basic,
and it's great.
Cut and dry survival horror.
One. Huh?
I said very cut and dry survival horror.
Yeah.
Silent Hill is much more psychological.
Yeah.
Not just in the scares, but just the entire theme of the games is very psychological. And otherworldly too. It's all like alternate dimension.
And it's like, from what I've read and I've seen videos of it, it's like what he's facing, it's kind of like his sins, like it's represented.
His inner demons?
Yeah, his inner demons are like represented by like, what he sees, the pyramid head or those other monsters that you see.
So it's very introspective too. That's how I love stuff like that.
Yeah, very interesting. I gotta play it. I definitely have to. I have it there. Just haven't had the time.
Once I feel like the MGS3 remake has got to come out this year. Like, I'm not sure, but I feel like I read that.
Well, it's on the wish. It's on my wish list, but it's on the PlayStation Store. I don't think you can pre-order it. I just know it's there, and it has the TBA.
Yeah, that is something I'm definitely gonna get when it comes out. I'm gonna stream it the night it comes out. I'm gonna get the midnight release and stream it immediately. Also, I love Silent Hill and also the 2 Parasite Eve games. I still have not played Parasite Eve. I need to install that.
Another game.
My little handheld. Isn't that an RPG?
Ever since. I think I feel like it's survival horror.
Somebody I feel like told me a long time ago it was an RPG.
It's RPG? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
Combination.
Hey, Films, how's it going, man?
Hey, what's up, Films? I saw Parasite Eve a long time ago, years ago, when I played a PlayStation demo disc, and had a trailer for I believe it was Parasite Eve 2 or 1, and it looked epic. It looked like a movie. It's like this girl just surviving, like kind of like New York City, and people were exploding in like a theater, and there's mutated like rats, and a parasite takes a hold of like one of those skeletons of a T-Rex in a museum. It looked crazy. Really good.
Okay, and I definitely need to play this.
Play that too. Yeah.
I can play it on my handheld while I'm at work.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I saw you playing the what was that? MGS1?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been playing on it a lot lately.
And what type of handheld is it?
Yeah, I randomly just play MGS1 every now and then just for fun. It's a Retroid Pocket 2 Plus, I think, but I think I know the 3 is out. I think the 4 is out now. It's a little bit bigger profile though. It looks more like a Switch. But it's more powerful.
That's cool.
Mine can only really handle up to like PS1 and like PSP games. It can't really do like PS2, GameCube.
Still, that's dope.
Yeah, I mean Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, NES, Super Nintendo.
Yeah, you could play all the classic
PS1.
PS1 games. Enough said. That right there, so long. It's worth it. Pyro, Medieval, MGS.
I've been playing Resident Evil for the Game Boy Color. Actually interesting.
I heard that was not so good.
It was in a list of like the top 10 best Game Boy Color games.
Really?
Yeah.
I always see videos of it on YouTube that it's like not as good, and it's not even like canon, and
Oh, I doubt it's canon.
the gameplay is like not so good.
The combat system is, I mean, it's a Game Boy Color game.
Questionable. I think I saw a video of it. It was like you have to like press a button while the cursor moves in a bar.
Yeah. Yeah, it basically
Yeah.
slides back and forth and you have to time it.
Yeah. An interesting choice for it.
It was still fun though. There's a Metal Gear Solid for the Game Boy Color that's fantastic. Metal Gear, I think in the US it's just called Metal Gear Solid, but I think the European release it was called Metal Gear Ghost Babel. It's also not canon.
Is that the ones that come with the collection that they just released? Or are those just called Metal Gear? That's totally different.
I'm not sure. I know that there's the original Metal Gear for the MSX.
Right.
Which was
retro.
Which was only in Japan, and then they made the NES version of it, which is what everyone here got, and then the NES also got a follow-up, Metal Gear 2 Snake's Revenge, but that one's not canon, and Kojima didn't have anything to do with either of those games, with either of the NES games. So, and then the MSX in Japan got the canon sequel, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. The original MSX games were first released here in the Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence for the PS2. They were added in.
That sounds familiar. Subsistence.
It was like Metal Gear Solid 2 did it too. MGS1 did it. MGS1 had Integral, MGS2 had Substance, and MGS3 had Subsistence. It's basically they re-released the game with a bunch of extra content and some modifications. Like MGS3's Subsistence had a fully controllable third-person camera, whereas in the original Snake Eater it was just like that overhead thing, which did not work really well for like the outdoors gameplay. Okay, how do I don't remember how to check. There we go. Right on the D-pad to check dirt. But yeah, And one of the things that they included in Substance was the online gameplay, fully controllable camera, and like a secret theater, and the original MSX Metal Gear 1 and 2. So there's 2 Metal Gears and 2 Metal Gear 2s. There's the NES ones, which aren't canon, and then there's the original ones on the MSX that are. Then there's Ghost Babel, the Game Boy Color.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one, the Ghost Babel.
Yeah, it's really good. It plays similar to the originals. It's like a 2D top-down thing. But I mean, it's a full game. You know, you got the codec, and you know, there's cool boss fights, and you know, stealth and weapons, and they managed to figure it all out and cram it all into a little Game Boy cartridge. Also did clips on the WWE No Mercy hack. Yeah, I saw you posted a few in the clips channel. There's Acid and Acid 2 for the PSP, which was like a tactical based game. It wasn't, and it has nothing to do with the Metal Gear timeline at all. It's just like some completely random side thing. Then there's Portable Ops.
Peace Walker, I think it's called.
Oh yeah, Peace Walker's canon, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Unfortunately?
Yeah, Peace Walker and MGS5 are very weird and don't really make a lot of sense in the timeline, but they're canon anyway, so we just gotta accept it.
Okay.
Well, just things like, okay, like how did they have Peace Walker in the 70s? You know, this fully AI controlled nuclear mobile battle tank that could transform and travel, like it could fly, for crying out loud. And then in 2005, which is when Metal Gear Solid takes place, Rex is the best that we can come up with.
Yeah, they downgraded. They didn't have the right scientists, you know.
I mean, it's the grandson or the son of the original scientist that made Peace Walker. So, and then in MGS5 they had Sahelanthropus, which, I mean, it was basically a Gundam.
That one is co-op though. That's the silver lining, I guess.
Yeah, Peace Walker. Yeah, and it's fun too. The maps are like, they're a bit small just because it was originally a PSP game, but it is a lot of fun. Is that on the new collection, or is that just on the old PS3 collection?
No, I don't think that's part of the that new collection that came out.
Volume 1? Yeah, I didn't think so either. Hopefully it'll be on Volume 2. Everybody's hoping MGS4 will be on Volume 2.
That would be nice. That needs a proper remaster.
I'm over here still playing it on my PS3.
Been a while. That's right. You started playing that again. Did you get to the end of that?
What, MGS4?
Yeah.
I didn't start playing it again recently.
You didn't? I thought you streamed it not too long ago.
That was MGS5.
I thought I saw you playing MGS4.
I haven't played MGS4 since 2021.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's rough. It's rough to stream it. It's because, you know, when I play it normally,
There's too many cutscenes.
yeah, when I play it normally, I can skip all the cutscenes. But when I stream it, I have to leave the cutscenes running, and I mean, some of those cutscenes are over an hour long. And the worst part is like, the worst part is like, I'll go. This happened a few times when the last time I was streaming it. Like, I'd go to my car to go grab something because I'm thinking, you know, I got all the time in the world. I know how long this cutscene is. You know,
right.
I could take a nap and come back. You know, this is going to be half my stream, and then I come back a few minutes later and it's on a load screen and it says press start to continue, because for some reason in between parts of the cutscene, you know, it fades off and then you have to press start to get back into it.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's like they want you to be there in front, you know, just paying attention 100%.
Yeah, so I mean, if I stream it again, it'll be minus the cutscenes. Kind of like I was doing with my platinum run on MGS2. I'll probably try to platinum MGS4 at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like those games, and you know, so each time I go back and play them again, I'm trying to find something new to do. 96% back dormer roofs.
There we go.
What the heck is a back dormer roof?
Oh, back gable roof cap here. It's the fact that the when you press the right D-pad, this roof is definitely not making it easy. Hard to see what's left.
Yeah, I found some stuff. You can go into the list, and you can open up the little tablet and look at the list, and you can press X on things that aren't done yet, and they should start to glow if you can find them on the house. I don't know what this step stool is going to do, but I'm going to use it. But yeah, I'm super excited about the MGS3 remake. That is...
It looks gorgeous. It looks freaking like, it's gonna be sweet to look at that. Just to stand there and just look at all those landscapes, the jungle, the animals.
I can't wait to have like a giant forest map, uninterrupted, with like no transitions, no load screens.
Right.
I mean, the transition on MGS3 was very quick. You know, you didn't have to sit there and like stare at a load screen or anything, but it was just like, it still felt, I mean, it was still a transition, so it was still very segmented.
Yeah, it's not going to be as immersive, you know, when you have those transitions, but here it will be.
You know, it's like
it'll be seamless.
You know, it worked in the other Metal Gear games because, you know, you're moving from room to room, like inside like a facility, but in the woods it's just, I don't know. I think MGS3 is the perfect game to get a modern remake. You know, like MGS3 couldn't be an open world survival game in the days of the PS2, but it was always meant to be that.
Yeah, that one I have on the wish list for sure. That one in Silent Hill. Oh, really good.
Have you been looking at Helldivers 2?
No, No, haven't. I keep hearing a lot of that. My friend at work was telling me about that too.
You know, one day when I stop being broke, me, you, and Mongoose need to play that. Dino
That
Crisis.
looks that good.
I mean, it sounds really fun. It sounds
That's
really.
another great Capcom horror game that they need to remake.
Oh yeah, I never played Dino Crisis. It was something I always wanted to play growing up, but I never got the chance.
Yeah, it's terrifying. I remember playing the first one and the second one. Never beat them though. I was little, scared the shit out of me. Those raptors in there, T-Rex. Dope.
Didn't they make wasn't there a Dino Crisis 2?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, I played it too. I believe it was PS1 as well. Japanese just they nail horror like no, it's nobody's business. They just know what the hell they're doing.
And animation.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually funny. A lot of, especially the older animes, the animation's not very good. It's the art style that grabs your attention. And then what they do is they don't actually animate all that well or all that much, but they do a lot of they treat animation more like live action. Like there's the angles that they use and like how they switch the screen so often. Like one motion might be shown from like 4 different angles with 4 different screen transitions. Like you might see in an American like live action like a Batman movie or something.
Right.
But like more traditional American animation doesn't do that so much. But the actual animation itself is usually really good in those. Like things like the old school Looney Tunes and whatnot. Like there's a lot more focus on the movement of the characters.
Yeah, those people were talented with Looney Tunes and Bugs Bunny.
All those old Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Oh,
This
yeah,
house is pissing me off.
This roof is just a pain in the ass.
At some point, it's just like, okay, this has got to be good enough. Like now we're just being picky here.
Yeah. But that 90s, like 80s anime style hand drawn is just it's timeless to me. That's gonna be just. I don't think they're gonna go back to that. They're never gonna go back to that.
Well,
And it's just gonna be that classic era that we all love.
I don't know. So I think some anime is still hand drawn. I mean, they know that people like that, and like Naruto is hand drawn. It's hand. What they do in Naruto is they hand draw the I don't know if they hand draw every frame, or if it's just the key frames. And then they scan the frames, the hand drawn frames, into the computer, and then they go over it with CGI. Weird.
Okay. All right. So they're trying to, because I know, well, like one of the reasons is because they stopped the hand drawing is because it's not as quick, and they need to be making a lot more episodes, and all that corporate agendas.
Yeah, I'm sorry, and that's one of the reasons I don't like Brotherhood. I haven't seen all of Brotherhood, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, but like I can't get myself to watch it like I did with the original, because the original was hand drawn. Hey, random, how's it going? Did you bring your power washer?
Yeah, Mario Sonic, Dragon Ball is a classic one.
Dragon Ball animations.
I need to watch that again.
Super is definitely not hand drawn.
Oh no.
Unless they're doing something like what they did with Naruto, where they draw it by hand and then scan it and then basically I guess ink it, but digitally.
I read that wrong. I thought he was saying Dragon Ball, just Dragon Ball, the original, the first one.
Yeah, I know Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and GT are all hand drawn. I mean, Super's animation is good though. It looks good. I just can't get behind the whole. I just don't like the premise. I don't like the multiverse thing. I don't like the gods. I don't like the Super Saiyan blue. Like, yeah, I don't like any of it. It all rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, for me, it all just kind of ended with the Boo saga.
See, and
maybe
I actually
GT, but
I actually like GT.
GT is questionable.
Like Super Saiyan 4 is like, that's, even the people who hate GT love Super Saiyan 4. Like, that's the best design that I've ever seen.
Right.
My main thing is like Battle of the Gods, which served as the whole launching point for Super. It just wasn't good. Like, Goku gets his most powerful power up ever by through some sort of cheesy ceremony. Like, and he doesn't train for it or anything. And then what is it? It's basically Kaioken, but he's pink instead of red. And then he loses. The end.
Damn.
Oh, and then Vegeta does that My Bulma thing. I guess that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah. That power of just like trying to protect the ones you love.
Steps. Which was never Vegeta's thing, by the way. He tried that against Cell, and he got spanked.
Yeah.
Okay, steps are done. No, they're not. Okay, that one step is done. Steps are done. Timber frames. Oh boy. Oh, there it is.
Random says, I'm playing Bloodborne right now, so I don't have a power washer, but I do have a saw weapon.
That's almost the same thing. I mean,
at this rate, with this house pissing us off, you could probably use a saw on it if you wanted to.
yeah, hey, there you go. We'll split the difference. They do make water saws.
There you go.
Nice. There's apparently more timber frames. Oh, there it is. There's one.
Posts.
Done. Timber pillars. Here we go. Post. I'm assuming that's going to be a fence post. Ah, here we go.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Window frame.
And that'll be it. There's one missing window frame, and it's over here. Dude, I spent like 15 minutes or more just spraying this one window. How is it still dirty? The top of it.
Yeah.
It's so awkward. Yes! Huzzah!
Hey, don't suppose you have time to fix my poor little Trixie, do you?
Oh. I like how it shows us actually doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It didn't do that. It never did that for me, like a time lapse.
Yeah, time lapse.
It never did that for me in single player. See what I said, bud? Which one? Let's see. I also created a boxing legend, Mike Tyson. Really?
Mike Tyson, he's coming back.
That is a scary person.
Oh, he's one of the scariest people alive.
I am very stuffy. I'll be right back, you guys. I'm going to get some nasal spray. Alrighty, I am back. Sorry about that, you guys.
It is wild what is happening in California. Have you heard everything that's happening over there?
I mean, what's not happening in California? But no, I don't know what specifically you're talking about.
Like, let's start with, the businesses that they call the cops on people that are stealing, but, if it's $900 or less, just let them go. What?
I mean,
they don't do anything for people stealing.
Yeah, just a fun fact. Walgreens has a policy where the staff can't do anything if you steal. But payment's basically optional.
What?
Yeah.
Sounds like the Wild West.
Yeah, insider tip there for you. You don't have to pay for your groceries at Walgreens. You can just take them and leave.
Hey, what is it? The governor there, Gavin Newsom. He passed a what is it? A law for like $20 an hour.
Yeah.
Minimum wage for the fast food restaurants, but now they're closing down because they're running out of business.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, and my opinion is not going to be very popular, but I don't care. Raising the minimum wage doesn't help anybody. It just basically takes everyone that was already like working their way up above that. You're basically, because you don't get a raise usually to compensate, and if you do, it's not going to be like if minimum wage doubles, your wage is definitely not going to double. You know, even if you do get like an extra couple dollars or something. And then when the entire economy, you know, recalibrates itself around this new minimum, now your dollars are worth less. So that some new guy walking in the door, you know, fresh off the street, can feel more important about himself and feel like he's got a little more money. And then it makes it harder for people to, so it basically drags everybody else back down to the minimum, and then makes it harder to work your way up. Because it's harder to work your way from, like, let's say $20 an hour to $40 an hour than it would be for you to work your way up from $7.25 to $14.50.
That's just crazy.
So basically they compensate for the losses by increasing prices, cutting down staff as much as possible, and just basically eliminating the ability to work your way up. What are we missing?
I don't know.
Bonnet. That's how you know this. That's how you know this.
Brake lights.
This is a. This game was developed in the UK, obviously.
Oh, was it?
Well, it has to have been. We don't call that a bonnet down here. One guy on a plane bullied Mike Tyson and got punched by the famous boxer. I feel like I maybe heard that.
Yeah, wasn't that recent?
You know, the YouTube Shorts algorithm randomly just shoves a bunch of like it goes through phases. So for a long time there was a Mike Tyson phase where everything in my feed was like Mike Tyson. It's always something random too. Like, it's never stuff that I've actually seen or care about. Like, I never looked up Mike Tyson before, but for a while I was seeing like a bunch of content about him in my feed, and then it was like Young Sheldon clips for a long time, a show I've never watched, but now I kind of want to. Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I heard that's pretty good. The Young Sheldon.
Yeah.
Because it's not like the regular sitcom where they have the laughing track in it. Just like a regular show. But it sounds pretty good, what I've heard.
Ooh,
But you're probably getting the Mike Tyson feed because he's coming back in July for that fight against what is it, Jake Paul.
There we go. Well, that's the thing. It wasn't recent. Oh, good night, Mario Sonic. It wasn't recent. It was like a couple of years ago. This was happening.
Ah, okay. Dude, he still looks good. Like, have you seen him trading like recently?
I know he's a lot grayer than he used to be.
Yeah, but
he's still in shape though.
He
Yeah.
can still move. He can still move. It's scary.
Oh my God, this thing. You know, this isn't called a bicycle. This is, I believe this is called something else. Oh yeah. Yeah, they what, the penny farthing or whatever.
A what?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the inventor of this was thinking.
Yeah, I
This looks like the most
like
awkward
even,
and
like getting on and off, like
I would take a
that must have
unicycle over
been-
this.
Yeah, for real. You might as well. This is ridiculous.
I I mean, that seat looks kind of far away from those pedals too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So nobody short could, his kids could never.
Looks like the most awkward thing in the world to try to steer. Could you imagine doing like BMX on this thing?
That sounds like an idea for Jackass.
Oh my gosh. Somebody contact Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah. Didn't he retire? I think I heard that he
Oh, probably.
retired from that last Jackass movie. I went to go see it in the movie theater. I almost walked out because they had this scene where they had to drink some kind of semen from some kind of farm animal.
Bruh.
And I was just like, I was covering my eyes for a part of that. I was just like, because it was really legit making me gag. And I don't usually gag at that shit, but that shit was nasty. I ran out of.
Fear Factor had people eating buffalo testicles.
Right, yeah.
Bro, you remember the Testy
Joe
Festy?
Rogan talks about that all the time. Because he was the announcer back then. The host, not the announcer.
Yeah. Do you remember the Testy Festy from Far Cry 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be much help here, because the regular pressure washer can't get the rust off of this.
Yeah, it can't.
I mean, I'm kind of getting it with the little swirly McGig, but
You basically just look like just a laser show right now. What?
it's very difficult to do this though. I think it might actually be better just to use the one that sits still. I'll really focus in on these pedals here. Oh, never mind.
But going back to the situation in California, that shit is crazy what is going on there.
I know there's
even,
I know everyone who can is leaving.
Skid Row. Just take Skid Row. And like just the amount of just homeless and drug addicts on that street is insane. And they supposedly they could fix the problem. Like there's a department that's supposed to help like the homeless and stuff, but they won't do it because then they're out of a business, they're out of a job if they do that.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
That's supposedly the words from an attorney.
Oh, like, so you mean there's actual like documentation supporting this?
Yeah. Well, no, not documentation, but like they'll say, this is why they're not doing it. They're doing it because it's money. They're just getting money from the state, and
what I know, was it California?
Clean up the job.
Was it a city in California that they like basically over a weekend cleaned up the entire city because some Chinese ambassadors were coming? Yeah.
For what's his name? Xi Jinping.
Yeah, and everybody was like, okay, so how come it's never this nice for us?
Exactly.
Like, bro, you guys, that's like, it takes 6 years to fix a pothole here, and then, Putin's coming visit, so we're gonna, next thing you know, every road in my state is completely smoothed over. Like, wait. You guys really kicked it into overdrive for this dictator. Good job.
We should invite more dictators up. It's insane.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are leaving.
A lot of people are leaving. Just a lot of tech companies. They're just going to Texas and Florida.
Yep. Texas and Florida right now are top 2 in growth. I don't know if it was population growth or economic growth, but either way. A lot of people are mad at them, but I mean, it works. I'll tell you this much: if I go to Texas or Florida, at least I'm not afraid that at least I don't have to worry about like squatters' rights.
Yes.
I know have you been hearing about that?
Insane. That like one thing is, the tenant, you sign a contract and you have an understanding. You're supposed to pay the rent, and if they can't, then you got to be able to work with them and everything. But somebody coming into your house and just they're just stealing. They're just stealing from you.
And if they've been there for more than 30 days, you can't do anything about it. You got to take them to court. Otherwise, it's an unlawful eviction. And it's like, that's not how stealing works. It's like, if I steal your car, do I just get it? If you can't track it down for 30 days, it's mine.
Yeah. Like,
dude, I would steal.
My car back.
I'd steal someone's freaking Lamborghini, and then
exactly
a month later, just be like, okay, yeah, it was me. Sorry, but it's my car now. Thanks.
And thanks for the joyride. For a month worth of joyride. That's wild. You saw that video with the lady that I think she changed the locks,
and she got arrested.
And she got arrested in her own home.
Yep. And I've been hearing. Other than that, I've been hearing a lot about it. There was a TikToker that got arrested who was basically telling people to migrate here and do that. Basically, it's like no, just in general. I don't remember what state it was, but basically, it's like a cute little wholesome life hack. Just migrate to like New York or something, or California, and then find a house and just go stay there for a month, and you're home free.
I think he was Venezuelan.
Yeah, yes, he was.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. There's a whole gang of them in New York right now. They're just attacking people, stealing their phones.
Are those the guys punching random women in the face?
Yeah.
It gets hard to keep track of all of this stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit going on in New York. But I do know that they have been cracking down on a lot of gangs.
Well, I know they brought the National Guard into the subways because it's been so dangerous. Crime has been so bad over there.
That it looks like right after 9/11. It looks insane. But the criminals know that they can't stick them there forever. They can't have the National Guard there forever. They're waiting for them to go back, and then they'll just go back to doing what they do best.
Yeah. Well, the politicians are really good at addressing the symptoms. They're good at optics. They're really good, and that's because that's what they're incentivized to be good at. Because if a politician does a good job, but people don't really see it, then they don't necessarily have very strong re-elect chances. But if it seems like, if you just have a generally good feeling about somebody, then your chances of voting for them shoot up astronomically. So, they tend to address symptoms and not causes of actual problems. So it's like, if you break a bone and your doctor just gives you some pain reliever, just hits you, gives you a bunch of opioids, and then you feel great. Your bone is still protruding, but
That's a whole different.
The opioid crisis.
Topic. The whole opioid crisis. Man, that shit is insane. That whole did you ever see that documentary? Not the documentary, but it was like a series.
No, I'm actually not super tuned into that.
Yeah. The Sackler family in Purdue. Oh my god.
All I take is like ibuprofen and Tylenol.
Yeah. But that series will make you like research any drug that a doctor gives you. Like that, after seeing that, I like, if a doctor gives me an unknown medicine, I'm doing my research.
I will tell you, they are very quick to prescribe stuff to you. My doctor, I told her that when I was in high school, I was on anxiety medication, and that's all she needed to hear to put me back on anxiety medication. Like, oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Like,
it's all money. It's all
that's
money.
it. Like, I was on it once before, like 15 years ago. Oh, okay, good enough for me. Here's some more. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Basically, just go in and ask for antidepressants.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane that you know, you're always, as you grow up, you kind of think, oh, like, you know, a clinic, a doctor, like, they know best. Those are the people that, you know, you're supposed to trust.
Definitely not now.
Give you the best. Yeah, definitely not now. You know,
competency is way down.
Now you have to like definitely do your own research and get a second opinion.
Like, I went to the hospital, and this was a nice like hospital that this is supposed to be like better than like the big chain, like Ochsner bought out like every hospital in town except for like one, and then we went to the one that wasn't bought out yet, and this was supposed to be a really nice hospital. There for hours, I had basically had like these lumps. I had two lumps form, one like on my right above my waist and one right below it, on my left side. And I mean, like they developed within a matter of a few hours, like very, very rapid. Yeah. And so I went there. I went to the hospital. They checked it out, and they were like, "Oh no, that's always been there." I'm like, "Excuse me?
What?"
Yeah, the first guy told me, "That's just your pelvic bone." I'm like, "Dog, no, I know what my pelvic bone is." Like, are you kidding me? Like, no. And then the second guy is like, "Yeah, that's I forget what he called it. I don't think he called it a polyp. I don't remember what he called it. But it wasn't that.
Node.
No, not a lymph node. It was basically it's something that that forms over time, but it's something that takes years to form, and basically never goes away unless you surgically remove it. But it's usually benign. It doesn't really cause any pain or anything. This hurt. And like it was literally that morning I didn't have it, and then that night it was there. Like, it wasn't that, and it ended up being something that I had, because I of course I looked it up whenever I noticed that I had these random lumps, try to figure out what they were and if I should be freaking out or not, because I was, and basically it's related to sodium. If you have like way too much sodium, yeah, it'll sometimes just deposit itself in like these little pockets. And sure enough, I mean, my that was another reason I went, because my blood pressure, it's always been slightly elevated, but it was like way higher than I'd ever seen it before. So the only thing beneficial they did was put me on a better blood pressure medicine than what I was on from the other doctor that wasn't working. And then sure enough, like the next day, the lumps went away, and my blood pressure went back down to normal. And it lines up because I was eating a lot of fast food, a lot of I had like this big bag of sunflower seeds. I was eating a lot of sunflower seeds.
Oh, there you go. All the salt in there.
Yeah. And not exercising or drinking much water, so. But you would think, like if I can look this up and figure it out in, 15, 30 to 30 minutes, you would think, like, trained medical professionals would have at least thought about it as a possibility.
Right.
Instead, they just, they just completely wrote me off.
Yeah, it's almost like it's outdated, what they're training or something. Kind of like teachers with their education, in some schools, how they have very outdated methods and their ways of just like, take this quiz or take this exam and, not really teaching the kids,
Right. I mean, I don't think that these people are stupid or uneducated. I think they just didn't care. I think they just blew me off.
Yeah.
They were looking for the simplest explanation to get me out of there. And, now I got like a $300-something bill.
That's crazy. The guy that told you was just a pelvic bone.
Yeah, right? Like, I think that's just your pelvic bone. Like, dog, be real. Like, it moves.
Like yesterday morning, 2 days ago is fine.
Yeah.
And now I have lumps. I don't think so.
And they were painful. Like, and one of them, it was like I would press against it when I would sit down in my car. Like, so I know it wasn't just there all this time, and I never noticed it.
But thank God they didn't prescribe any, addictive medicine.
Just a new blood pressure medication. And this one works really well. My blood pressure stays exactly where it's supposed to be throughout the day. So, several hours and $300 later, at least I got that. Oh, speaking of $300, so I know, I got a speeding ticket back in October. At a speed trap where the cop lied to the judge, by the way, about where they were radaring. The spot that they said they were radaring in couldn't have been where they were because they were in a median. It was two cop cars facing either direction, each facing a different direction with their lights off, and they were in a median. And the place that they told the judge that they were at, there's no median there. So, like, they basically I was going 11 miles over, but right past that, the speed drops 20 miles an hour. No, yeah, it drops 20 miles an hour lower. So they tried to bust me for going 31 miles an hour over the speed limit instead of just 11. And so I had a $370 ticket because I lost when I fought it because I don't have a dash cam or anything. It was just their word versus mine.
Those dash cams, man, they're just,
yeah.
I feel like it's a must now.
Oh yeah, no, definitely made me a believer. Definitely convinced me to get one. And I don't even care really that much about the $370. It's the $100 a month that my insurance went up because of that ticket.
Right. Okay. You could use $300 for a dash cam camera, a really good one.
Like, I mean, I can pay the one-time ticket. It's the freaking it's the premium increase that's killing me. And yeah. And and I missed my last court date for it. So I called a week later to schedule a new one, and now I paid off 70 of it, so it went down to 300. But because I missed the next court date, it's now at 500 something. they jumped it up another 200 plus just for missing one of the court dates.
And you can't tell the judge that, you know, it's an emergency, couldn't make it.
I mean, it wasn't.
That's crazy. Just for
I just forgot. Like that was when I was studying for that exam for the job, and I misplaced the paperwork for that, and it completely slipped my mind that my court date was coming up. I mean, but you have to be a really shitty person to just to radar where they were, where the speed limit drops like that, to try to bust people, and then also to lie about it, about the speed I was going when they radared me and where they radared me at. Like, you just have to be a special kind of terrible person for that.
Super cop.
And then I got a seatbelt back in January. I got a seatbelt ticket, even though I was wearing my seatbelt.
Wow.
So yeah, I've not been having a lot of good luck with tickets lately. Well, I'm guessing it's because right. I'm guessing it's because in my car the seatbelt doesn't come from above my shoulder down; it comes from behind me. So it's very hard to see the strap from the side, like if you're like outside the car looking in. And I was probably wearing a dark shirt. I don't remember.
I was going to say, what were you wearing, you know?
But again, that's not my problem. My problem is whether or not I was wearing it, and I was.
Yeah.
And he said he saw me reaching over in the video, which, you know, probably, well, no, I know I was using my phone. I don't know if I was texting, which, you know, I'm not going to say that. Or if I was like changing a song or something, or just checking notifications or anything. But he thinks I was putting my seatbelt on, I guess.
How dark are your tints? Are your windows?
I don't have window tint.
Oh, okay.
I think it does, but it's very light.
You might want to invest in.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier today too. I was like, you know, I was looking at other cars driving by, and I was thinking, you know, I can't tell if they're wearing their seatbelt. Maybe I need to get like them, get my car tinted so cops can't see into my car, and just decide that I'm not wearing my seatbelt because they can't see it.
Yeah.
Like, and I believe, see, at least this one, I don't think this guy is being dishonest with me. Like, the other cop is just a liar, but I don't think this guy was lying. I think he genuinely couldn't see. Yeah, thought that I wasn't wearing it, couldn't see it, saw me reach, you know. But I'd very much like to see that video. I'm gonna fight that one too. It's only $50, but like, still.
15 or 50?
50, 50.
Yeah, I would fight for sure.
Yeah, one thing I definitely learned, getting a lawyer is worth it. I didn't get a lawyer for the speeding ticket because I assumed that they would be expensive, but they're not. It was only like $100.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I'm not gonna make that mistake again.
That I hired a lawyer when I got a ticket for when I was driving Uber, and I picked up like 2 strippers, and they were distracting me right in my ear, and
oh damn.
and it went from 60 to 50, and then by the time I saw 45, you know, I was already in the speed trap with there. And it sucked. But they hooked me up with a lawyer. And that lawyer went, I went to my court date for me. And that's it. I only paid $100 for the lawyer. It was just they got it dismissed or whatever.
Yeah, no, like that. I definitely regret that.
Yeah.
Not getting an attorney.
A decent one.
Because yeah, the $100 would have been well worth it to not have to pay the $400 or nearly $400 ticket and the premiums every month. I'm about to have to try to shop.
How do you defend that though? Like the seatbelt thing. What do you say if you don't have a dash cam or a camera inside? Like how?
I don't know.
What could you say?
He's got video of it apparently, so I want to see that. But I mean, it's up to them. It's really up to them.
High tech like camera footage, like to be able to capture that from his car, way over yonder, who knows where. Like how far was he?
No, I really hate.
And in a moving vehicle.
Exactly. I really hate the way that like this all works, because it's like it's supposed to be preponderance of the evidence, right? Like the burden of proof is supposed to be on him. He's supposed to prove that I wasn't wearing it. I'm not supposed to have to prove that I was. One of my friends told me to try to get some pictures of like what it looks like from the outside the car with me wearing the seatbelt.
Yeah.
And like what the seatbelt looks like.
And the exact clothes that you were wearing that day.
I don't remember the clothes I was wearing that day. But it's a
dark.
It's a coupe. It's a 2-door and it's a convertible. So like there's where the seatbelt feeds from is lower than on normal cars.
And you had the top off or on?
It was on, but that doesn't change where the seatbelt is.
Yeah.
It's just normal cars. Your seatbelt comes like from above you and comes down across your body. This one comes from directly behind me and across my body. So there's no. If you were looking from the passenger side window into my car, you wouldn't see a strap coming down. You would. It'd be much harder to see.
That could be one of your points. Then you could use along with the photo.
It would introduce some reasonable doubt to the case. So I just need a break.
A break?
Yep, I just need a break. I need this job.
Oh yeah.
Brake lights. Where?
For sure, man. I'm in the same boat.
These.
I need to. I don't know. I'm kind of in a, I don't know if a pickle is the right word, but I'm kind of stuck between either still going for, IT support, Linux Red Hat administrator, or something to do with ultrasound imaging, or something to do with imaging like that, like MRIs, all that stuff. I have a cousin that does ultrasound, and I'm gonna call her next week and ask her how I could get started, like a course or something, or what kind of jobs I could start, maybe as an assistant or something. Something that I've been thinking about, because I like the fact that with a Linux Red Hat, like an administrator job, I can work from home, which means I could still do options trading in the morning. But the other one, I kind of have the advantage of like having somebody in the field that knows, that's been through everything, and like has her own company. That's another thing. I could work with her company, like ultrasounds. That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's kind of something I've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about trying to find something I could do from home, so I could do it while at my other job.
Oh yeah, nice.
Because there's a lot of downtime at work. You know, I have lots of opportunities to sit down at a computer and do other things that aren't work related. Like I'll work at my game sometimes on the clock. So,
And if you don't have to be on the phone, you can be doing something on your PC.
be an interesting life hack, right? The working 2 jobs at the same time.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do that. Honestly, that's the way they fit 2-3 jobs, and
Don't wash me, bro.
I'm washing your troubles away.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's the title that you put.
Yeah, yeah.
Washing their woes.
All right, what's next?
Yeah. Chopper. Get to the chopper.
Except this one's what, a motorcycle? Or is it an actual
No, it's a
helicopter?
chopper.
I forgot they actually had this on here. I know. I think there's a plane.
Oh yeah, this is the tower that I had a struggle with. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was the last one that we did together. I think, right? I think we started this building here, and then this tower was part of that. Yeah, that was a lot of fun trying to clean it without realizing I could move the scaffolding around.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Struggling the whole time. I don't have this. Oh, because we were talking about New York. Yeah, I have this photo of Mayor Adams. They put him on the New York Post, and it's his head on that meme that says "This is fine." The guy with the cartoon with the coffee on the table and the whole house is on fire.
That little dog.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, no.
Like,
The squatter thing, that's apparently like a big thing. It's not just affecting like New York and California. Apparently, I've been seeing in local news that it's been happening here too.
yeah, and in
And
Georgia.
and same thing with those the giant like organized mobs of people going and like basically it's like retail theft flash mobs.
Yeah,
I remember
that's happening in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm. It's apparently happening here. I haven't personally seen it, but I saw it in the news. It's apparently becoming a problem here. I know a couple years ago, like there was a couple like high profile cases that caught the news, that caught national news. I didn't realize it was starting to happen over here. People need to get their act together, man.
When you start walking into a Walmart and you see chains on the food and on the freezers,
Dude,
something is off. Something is wrong.
Let me tell you a story. So I grew up on the north side of town, right, which is like the low income side. It's the hood. Yeah, they don't have a Walmart anymore.
Yeah.
It's gone. They don't have a Walmart anymore. They don't have an Albertsons anymore. Like the mall used to be on that end of town, and it's not. It's gone now. Now they have the different mall. I mean, that's been for a long time, but now there's it's a different mall somewhere else. Like, that's what, and before the Walmart shut down, it was already just very different than the other Walmarts in town. Like, the one on the north side had, everything was locked up. Like, I mean, I swear to God, you couldn't get toothpaste without having to go contact an employee to come unlock it for you. Like, it was, like,
Wow.
not everything, but
Toothpicks.
I doubt actually toothpaste, but like a lot of stuff you'd be surprised. I don't remember what exactly, but I remember walking in there, and just like after having moved away and been shopping at a different Walmart, I went back to that Walmart once, and like I just remember a bunch of stuff that's normally not locked up was locked up. Like normally it's like, you know, video games and
Right.
like
Just
razor blades.
Yeah, razor blade.
Right, but like, I mean, like everything was freaking locked up when I went in there. It was insane. And then they closed shortly after that.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have a choice. I mean, you can't keep, you know, the only reason you can't keep
a business running. How do you do that? You
Yeah.
know?
If you can't keep product on the shelves, it should be because it's selling like crazy, not because people keep taking it.
People are stealing it and making sure that it's not more than $900, and
Yeah.
then the police can't do anything.
And like,
That's bananas.
if you want to make the like, okay, if you're stealing food and like medicine, then
yeah,
like
that's understandable.
I mean, I can have some sympathy for you.
Yeah.
But
People are stealing
especially
it.
if you're like desperate, right? You know, but if you're just stealing, I mean, you're stealing. These people are stealing name brand jeans, and like, oh,
Yeah, you know. So, you don't blame. How could you blame a business moving out of a state? You know, with that. Can't. The way to live. I don't know what these people are in California. That shit is just crazy. It's wild.
I've often joked about just like we should all get together and just like chisel California off of the mainland and just send it off into the ocean.
Chisel it at the. Well, I don't know where is the fault line. Is it near, like the east side of the?
I'm not
the
sure.
state
And
line?
we'll just cut it right along the border and just send the entire state into the ocean. It can be its own little independent island somewhere. Well, we could be 49 states. It's fine.
Yeah. And if we were able to move, Hawaii or something, bring that in.
Yeah, just put that there.
Send-
We need to keep a
send
closer eye on them
California
anyway.
off into the Pacific Ocean. And we'll bring in Hawaii. Those people are.
Tell California they
more
can't sit with
humble.
us anymore.
That shit is wild though too. What happened with what is it, Maui, and the fires there,
Oh yeah.
and the homes that got burned down, and the government just goes in there and offers to buy up their land. Like what? Oh, you're the state. You're supposed to be helping.
I didn't hear
these
about
people
that.
back their homes, and you're offering to buy their land. What? Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, I gotta look up the episode of that, but there's a whole episode that he talks about it's with somebody.
Yeah, I think that was last year. I don't really remember too much about it.
Yeah. It's crazy though. Like I'm sure if you're born on that island, like you kind of know any moment, any day now, you know, a volcano can erupt. Your house could be flooded with lava. Your ancestors, you dealt with it, you know, you can deal with it, I guess.
All right, scaffolding time. I think I have a clip of it somewhere. That glitch I was telling you about. Let me see if I can.
You clipped it.
Yeah, let me see if I can browse for it. If I can even remember how to get to those. Well, I know one way to get to them. Media gallery. Power wash simulator. That's not a video. I need a. Where's a video? Here? Oh, yeah. It looked like it was going to let me pick it up while I was on it. Let's see if it does it. Why else would I have clipped this?
Dude, what? I don't have that extension. Do I?
Because you're just not cool like me.
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
I
it
do
looks
have that extension.
Oh, yeah, look there. I fell off of it a bit, and it let me pick it up, and then now I'm like a bajillion miles in the sky. And here I go.
What the hell? Whoa. So it sent... Wow. It just sent you in the sky.
Yeah, it just poofed me up in the air. It looks like I had to kind of fall off of it.
Interesting.
Okay, time to try it.
They kind of read that you weren't on it, and then you were able to pick it up. Okay, I see. Yeah. Seems doable.
I don't know. I mean, this is a little shrimpy one. I don't know if it'll work with this one.
That reminds me of the super jump glitches you would find in Halo.
We'll try it whenever we get a bigger scaffolding.
Right. Yeah, we need to get you an Xbox. Oh, there's a lot of co-op games on the Xbox.
I mean, there's a lot of co-op games on the PlayStation too. You just don't. They're not all on PlayStation Plus. Although admittedly, there probably are a lot on PlayStation Plus that we just haven't checked out yet. Yeah. But yeah, Helldivers 2 looks really cool. It looks really hectic. It's co-op. The developer basically is like a game master, and he like gives commands to the players on what their next objective is. Like he's very involved.
The game developer?
Yeah, he's very involved with the game.
With like the daily events or something?
Yep.
Interesting. That's a very...
And it looks pretty hectic. So it's like Which I love that stuff. So you know, think like when me, you, and Mongoose were playing Division on like all the hardest, doing the missions on like the hardest difficulty and getting our asses kicked constantly. But persevering and struggling through. I imagine it'd be kind of like that, but on a bigger scale.
Yeah, I would definitely get it.
And there's also friendly fire, so you have to be careful.
Ah, more immersive.
And there's like, you know, you can call in like airstrikes and stuff like that, I believe. So it's like, you really have to be careful what you're doing before you end up killing like a bunch of your own people.
You know, else you get yelled at by what's that guy's face?
Bunch of 12-year-olds calling you the N-word, yeah.
No, we got to show you that movie with soon. There's this scene where somebody's calling in artillery, and he's like, "What kind of fucked up coordinates did you give them? You wasted a lot of men out there with your fucked up fire mission." It's a classic scene. It's so good. But that dude, that's a good actor. The one that played Barnes. Sergeant Barnes. That's his. Charlie Sheen's the protagonist in that one.
Winning.
Defoe's.
That was another thing that was in my feed for a while. Clips from 2.5 Men.
Charlie Sheen and that other guy.
Yeah. And the little fat kid.
He disappeared, didn't he?
Who, Charlie Sheen?
Yeah, it seems like he.
Yeah, he got kicked off the show.
He had his. Oh, well, yeah,
there was a big scandal.
He got kicked off the show because he went to Colombia and got all those beautiful hookers.
I didn't remember the scandal. I just remember there being one, and then they replaced his character with Ashton Kutcher.
Multiple. Ashton Kutcher?
I think so. Yeah, they basically they got rid of his character. They wrote him off the show and then brought in a new character played by Ashton Kutcher, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine it lasted very long after that. Nothing against Ashton, but like, you know, Charlie Sheen was kind of like the main reason people watched the show. He's like the main star of the show, and once you get rid of like your main draw, I mean, it's only a matter of time. You're just buying yourself time at that point.
Yeah. For some reason, when you said Ashton Kutcher, I was thinking of James Franco.
Oh my God, that guy.
That guy.
The Interview.
He had a scandal, or scandal.
I'm not surprised. What, did he do a movie without Seth Rogen and he got mad?
No, he got accused of sexual assault or something like that, or sexual harassment.
That doesn't surprise me.
I don't know if he got charged, but then everybody stopped working with him. Yeah, he lost touch of Seth Rogen and all those other comedians that he was making movies, like Pineapple Express.
He'll always be Harry Osborn to me.
Yeah. He did a really good movie called 127 Hours. You see it?
Nuh-uh.
It's based on a true story of a guy who goes like the Cantaloupe Valley or somewhere around the Grand Canyon, and he gets he falls in through like a narrow part of the canyon where he's walking, and he gets stuck. His arm gets stuck on like a boulder or something like that. He has to survive and get out of there. It's pretty crazy. That's probably one of his best movies I've ever seen. But yeah, most people are gonna remember him for Ozzy Oz, Harry Osborn.
And you know, Green Goblin. Or later became Green Goblin.
What have you done? What have you done? The scene where he discovers her father.
He catches Spider-Man with his dead dad.
Yeah. Oh wait, let me explain. Your dad's a total dick.
Yeah, Dad's kind of a douche. Well, it wasn't even really. It was Norman, right? Was his name?
Norman Osborn. Yeah.
I think it was Norman. Yeah, it wasn't even really his fault, right? Like it was the gas that they used.
Yeah.
Kind of like Octavius, you know. With him, it was that chip. It's like an AI chip for the arms. That
it's kind
basically
of like,
they influenced his mind.
Kind of like a sad irony to it, huh? Or like a sad story to it. You know, their inventions went against them. You know, it's something that they wanted to use to make the world a better place, and yet it went against them.
Well, I know with Oscorp, it was a military contract, and he was getting like he was getting
funding for the research. Yeah.
Right, he was getting pushed out of his own company, and he had to get results like right away before it was safe to test. So he decided to test it himself, and it ended up turning him into a supervillain.
Yeah, bro, that scene rules. William Dafoe killed it.
Oh yeah,
in that scene. That scene is scary as hell.
When he
turns into the Green Goblin for the first time.
Yeah.
Man. What is it that he says as soon as he breaks out of the glass?
I don't know.
As soon as he grabs hold of the guy.
I don't remember him saying anything.
I think he says, out am I?
Something like that.
He says something.
I think he said that when he blew up the board.
Oh yeah, maybe. Did you see the new Spider-Man, the No Way Home?
I have not. I've been wanting to watch that. It's like a crossover.
He kills it again. They did a great job with that, with bringing him back.
I might watch that with Mongoose tomorrow, and anybody else on the server who wants to join us. Or I might start with the first one of the original trilogy, and go from there.
Yeah, do that, because I want to watch the No Way Home with you guys. That'd be good.
People can say what they want about 3. I liked it. I liked the I like how Harry hit his head. Basically, went back to being like buddies with Peter Parker. He forgot like the whole secret identity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then
yeah.
and then at some point he gets his memory back, and he still pretends like they're friends, and then he's like trying to sabotage him,
Oh yeah.
trying to ruin his life. And then, you know, Bully Maguire, emo Peter Parker
Iconic
with the
Bully
with the black with the black suit, just like wrecks his shit. Oh, gonna cry.
Yeah, that whole movie is just full of me. Just
Yeah.
now iconic meme.
Yeah, the Bully Maguire videos are the best.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was pretty.
I mean, I get it was kind of,
It's obviously not going to be. I don't even think it's close to the second one. The second one is just like a perfect superhero movie. I
oh yeah,
think.
critically, the Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man movie ever. Critically, I believe it was for a long time. I've yet to like look into it again to see if that's changed. I don't know about like the new one with what's his name, where he's
Tom Holland?
Yeah,
I mean, they're good, but I don't know. He got really close with that last one, No Way Home. That was damn good. The other ones, the Homecoming and Far From Home, they were all right. Good.
I'm just not super big on the whole like techno suit thing, where you know he's basically just Iron Man but with web powers. I don't know.
Yeah,
I like Spider-Man Classic, if you will.
Yeah. I don't know if he. You probably saw him in the Avengers movies with the Iron Spider costume. Because in the movies he uses just sort of a regular looking costume, but it does have like technology in it from Tony Stark.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas Spider-Man in the original trilogy, it's just spandex.
It's just spandex and a little gadget for the. Oh no!
Yeah, he doesn't use web shooters in that version.
Yeah.
Which is actually one thing that sets it apart from like traditional Spider-Man. He usually does use web cartridges. But
Right.
but I really liked the idea of his webbing being natural, as opposed to being something he just invents, because it's like, okay, cool, so you invented a web fluid. What makes you a spider? Exactly. The fact that you can crawl on walls and have super strength. I mean, you could just be Cockroach Man.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh shit.
or Ant-Man, you know, if that wasn't already taken.
If it wasn't yet already taken.
Because ants can, last I checked, ants can climb walls and lift several times their own body weight and all that.
Yep.
Spider sense, but that's not really something that spiders are known for. Webbing is their signature thing, you know. In the novel for the first Spider-Man movie, yes, there is a novel. He does use cartridges, but they don't create the webbing. They serve as they basically help him aim it.
But so the original movies use cartridges. He uses cartridges.
No. In the novel for the original movie, he uses cartridges.
Oh, like
Yeah, they don't show anything like that in the movie, but in the novel for it, they mention that he uses these devices to help him aim the webs. He still creates the web himself,
okay.
like it's still part of his biology. but he aims it with the help of he directs it, with the help of this device on his wrist in the novel.
I wonder why they didn't add that. I mean,
Who knows? The novelizations of movies usually have a little, like the Star Wars movies.
yeah, that's true. That's true with Dune. Well, trying to think of it.
And I don't just mean like all the Star Wars books, like the adjacent material. I mean like the novelization of the actual movies, like the Phantom Menace novel. Has they'll do things like explore what the characters are thinking and whatnot, and they'll kind of dive deeper into certain things and expand on things.
Yes, the whole monologues in the head. That's a whole thing in Dune. The Dune books. That's something you don't see in the movies. Movies. I'm gonna go see the first Omen Sunday. Supposedly, it's a prequel to The Omen, which came out like
June 6th, 2006.
No, which one is that?
Well, there was a movie either called Omen or The Omen that came out June 6th, 2006. It might have been a remake of an older movie, though.
It might have been a remake. Yeah.
I think it was.
This is, everybody keeps talking about how this is a prequel to the one made like 40 years ago. The one with Damien.
I do think I remember hearing that it was a remake.
Oh, the one in 2000.
In 2006, yeah. It was June 6th, 06, so it was 6/6/06.
Yes, 2006. The Omen. Yeah, it's like the adopted child that's maybe the son of Satan.
But that's also the same year I believe that Revenge of the Sith came out. Or was it 2005?
Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah, Star Wars 3.
2005.
Okay.
But the first Omen, they're saying it's one of the best horror movies for this year. It's pretty damn good. There's a lot of iconic scenes in it.
We might have to watch it for movie night.
Yeah, sure. Oh man, the amount of horror movies that
Yeah, we need to do more horror for sure.
Yeah. Should do like every other month. The month of horror. Gotta get you guys to watch Hereditary. That one is. I'm actually gonna go see it the 26th in IMAX.
What was that movie that? Sorry.
No, that was just gonna say that they're putting a lot of A24 movies in IMAX. I don't know if you know that production company. That's the one that did Ex Machina, Hereditary. The one that's doing Civil War, the one that's coming out next week, is A24. It's probably one of the best independent production companies right now. They're really killing it.
I've never been to an IMAX theater.
Oh no way! Really?
Nope. Really. I don't know if there's. I don't know if there's any nearby.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think Mongo's told me that you guys have like the closest AMC or something is in New Orleans.
Yeah, our local movie theaters don't
Bummer.
have that. They do have comfy recliners though.
I don't know if IMAX is exclusive to AMC though, so you'd probably have to like check IMAX.com and then.
Well, we only have one movie
you
theater
know.
chain down here, and it doesn't have IMAX, so I at least know that. So yeah, I've never actually seen it, so I don't know what all the fuss is about.
Oh, you've never seen a movie in IMAX? You mean?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much you get a way larger screen and the sound is just phenomenal. Top notch sound and picture quality. You're way more immersed than just watching a digital screen, a digitally screened film.
Right. Oh my gosh. There we go. Hip hop hooray. Hey, how's it going? You see if you can get the extra long attachment for the newer pressure washer.
Yeah. No, I do. I have a long extension
For the red one?
the Prime Vista 3000.
Right, but we have the Urban X U2.
Oh, that one's better?
Wait, hang on. Medium duty
Oh,
pressure
you're right,
washer.
wait. Oh, wait.
This one says all around heavy duty. This one says medium duty, specializing in stubborn dirt and graffiti. Which one's better?
You might be right. Then Urban. I don't think I have an extension for that.
But just going by logic, I would assume that. Oh wait, we can actually look at the stats here. Hang on. Surface is better on the blue one.
Okay.
Hang on. Encrusted. Wait. Encrusted's better. Bedded.
Oh, sweet.
Okay,
Warhammer 40,000. New Warhammer
Stuff
jobs.
is-
Have you seen these special jobs? that
Okay,
they
so
offer?
so I've been using one that's poop sauce. The Prime Vista 3000 is better. Have I seen what?
Oh, okay. That special jobs that they have to offer. They have Tomb Raider themed jobs, Midgar from Final Fantasy jobs.
Oh yeah, I've seen some crazy ones.
SquarePants, Back to the Future, Warhammer, 40,000.
Oh hey,
All right.
see, I was just going from left to right, and I assumed that the one furthest to the right was the best one. Also, I mean, red is supposed to be better because it's red, but I guess logic just flies out the window in this game. Landing gear. I'm still cleaning the landing gear. Wait a minute. Is that peace as in hello, or is that peace as in peace out? Where is the dirt that I am missing here? Wait, under here maybe?
Yeah, this extension rules, dude. For sure.
This is when I just wanted to put an emoji from the selection YouTube has. What is that? Those sparkly sunglasses? Bro, I think this landing gear is clean enough. What am I missing?
There's a whole bunch. There's so many little.
Oh, this is
like,
also part of it here. Hang on.
like
no,
nooks
it's
and
not.
crannies. This game should be called Nooks and Crannies because, goddamn, is there a lot?
At this point, we're just spraying and praying now.
Yeah.
Like I can't find where this dirt is at.
In the middle, the big metal piece.
Oh, there we go.
There's just a lot of little.
I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's on 99. Okay.
finally got the landing gear done. One of them.
Yeah, but look, this
Never
this
mind.
freaking
Oh no, I didn't.
big metal piece right here.
I got one of the tires done, I guess. Bro. Oh, aha! I got it. Jeez.
No, I found it. I found a big piece right here. It's got a whole bunch of dirt.
Yeah, there's usually something hiding somewhere.
Yeah.
It's sparkling sunglasses. How fun, right? Yeah. David.
Hello. Sparkling sunglasses? Sure. I love sunglasses. They call me Ray Charles.
Right. I miss being able to wear whatever sunglasses I want instead of having to buy prescriptions.
Bro, just wear contacts under
I
your
thought about it. But when I went to the optometrist last year, yeah, that's one thing. I will. That's kind of the problem because I know I'll forget to take them out.
Alright, wear the bendy ones, not the glass ones.
And then on top of that, last year when I went to the optometrist, with my insurance, I couldn't get. I needed a new pair of glasses because my old ones had broken, and with the insurance, I wasn't able to get new glasses and contacts at a discount. I had to pick one, so I just went with the glasses.
Bummer.
I might get contacts eventually, though.
Yeah, they have their pros and their cons because you got to be constantly, well, not constantly, but you know, in the morning and the night, you got to put them in there, and they can fall out. Can't forget to take them out because in the morning they're a bitch to take out, and your eyes are going to be all irritated.
See, what they don't tell you about glasses is when you're working, if you have to. Okay, so like if I have to look behind a wall-mounted TV, which is something I often have to do at work, I press my face against the wall to look behind, and boom, I bump my glasses.
See.
I got to look underneath a
You
bumper
wouldn't have that
car,
problem.
and boom, I bump my glasses. There's not as much clearance. So it's harder to like, you know, see stuff, you know, in those nooks and crannies. I should get contacts.
Yeah. Or better, yeah, I have a better one for you. Get LASIK. Yeah.
I mean, my eyes aren't bad enough for LASIK.
They're not?
No, I mean, I've been going glasses free for over 6 months now, I think. Except when I drive during the day, because I wear my sunglasses, which are prescriptions, so I can see much better when I drive.
Just do it for shits and giggles. It's a fun experience. Totally. They numb your eyes, and then they put you in this. They lay you down on this hospital bed, and then they cut out your corneas.
Ugh.
You're smelling the flesh, and then they do one eye at a time. So when they peel off that cornea, all you see is gray. Weird. Then they put it back on, and then they seal it back up, the laser, so you smell more of your more of that nice flesh.
Burning flesh smell, yeah.
Burning flesh smell.
Like when I
and then
hit my fingertip with a soldering iron the other day, it smelled nice.
Yeah.
Really hope that's not
then you wear
permanent
cones.
damage.
Huh?
On my fingertip.
Oh, damn. Ouch.
They tie you up and tickle your feet? I don't believe you. See, I'm terrified to get LASIK, you know, after, I don't know, dealing with some of the doctors that I've dealt with recently. I don't know.
I'll take you to a place in Colombia. They have really good doctors where I got my shit done. And cheaper. A lot cheaper than over here. And they have really cute nurses over there. While you're resting, they give you nice coffee and
This isn't the right thing.
and you got to wear these cones too on your eyes for like a week. They tie you up and tickle your feet. I must have went to the wrong spot. Because I would have loved a nurse's tickling my feet. But nice.
Tail fin.
Dude. This shit is clean. What the hell? What more do you want?
It's pristine. It's clean, but it's not. But is it clean?
But is it, you know, free of bacteria? I think that's what they want. They want us to scrub this whole thing with Clorox.
What they want the propeller blades to be free of bacteria from the helicopter that flies around through the air?
Yeah.
David got his feet tickled.
Just
that one time in the car when he was Ubering.
Yeah. Yeah. They tickled something, all right.
they had David going all over the road.
Almost. If it wasn't for that speed trap, it probably would have been all over that road.
A little bit of left, a little bit of right. There's a whole song about that.
Bro, Tampa strippers, tell you. Damn. No joke. I got stories for days when I used to work Uber. You know, Nazi
I bet.
once got in my car,
Bruh.
and he was like, "Guess what I'm doing tonight?" I was like, "What?"
Nazi
he pulls
stuff.
Out this like, he pulls out a pound of weed. And he just like shows it in my face, and I was like, "Oh, that looks like fun." Yeah.
That plane is filthy? What plane? You mean this helicopter? Bro, why can't I put this scaffolding anywhere near this?
What plane? I don't see any plane around here.
I think there is a plane later.
What was I gonna say? Oh, there was these two like executive like dudes. They were in like suits. I was gonna drop them off at like this place called the Lodge. It was like a club in South Tampa. And right before we got to the place, they were like, "You want a good tip?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And they were like, "I'll turn up the music." And so I turned it up like a little bit, just a little bit, and I was able to hear in the back, like both of them go. They just did lines, and right in front of like two cops that were doing like an off-duty job in front of the club. I got a good tip though.
Well, hey, that was the promise. Where's the ladder? Do we have a ladder? There it is.
What else? I've gotten so much. I got so much free food, like pizza.
Okay, now we're talking.
It's like
Free food is where it's at.
yeah, like people would just like buy a box of pizza and like finish half of it because they were drunk. And they're like, "Oh, you want the rest?" Yeah, sure. Or they're like some girls. They would be like, "Oh, let's stop at Wendy's or McDonald's or Taco Bell." They're like, "Oh, what do you want?" I'll take a number one.
I mean, you don't have to say dumb girls. That's redundant.
No, I didn't say dumb girls.
Hi, my name is Sue Allen, and I love eggs. See?
Hello, Sue Allen.
Water tank.
Dude,
Oh, this.
Sue
I
Allen?
cleaned the heck out of this. Where's the dirt? You show me where the dirt is. Oh, I found it.
Bro, it's preposterous and bananas how much eggs got demonized when they're like the healthiest like food on earth.
That's random, but yeah, you're not wrong.
Well, it's because standards brought it up. Eggs.
Well, you know, the same people that tried to tell us the food pyramid was the way to go, where you're eating almost entirely carbs every day. You know, the same people that
not to mention the folic acid and all that bullshit.
The same people that want to tell you that that Lucky Charms is a healthier breakfast than eggs.
Yeah, dude. The whole conspiracy, the whole thing is that the sugar industry got in cahoots with all these the Heart Association or whatever, and all these other departments.
There we go.
They were like, yeah, let's demonize saturated fats, because sugar sells. Sugar sells, but sugar is shit.
Now, eggs are low calorie. They're full of nutrients. They're full of protein. It's like a miracle food.
Great dance, man. Eggs and cake.
Eggs are one of the best things you can eat for breakfast. You want lots of protein in the morning, very low carbs and sugar. When you eat a lot of carbs and sugar in the morning, you eat like really sugary breakfast in the morning, your body just like dumps insulin, and it I don't remember all the science behind it. It was explained, but I walked off with the takeaway, and the takeaway was that eating a lot of sugar and carbs in the morning makes you very depressed throughout the day. It has a negative impact on your mood throughout the day, and protein is the opposite.
You mean my Captain Crunch and my Cinnabons aren't good in the morning?
No. No, waffles. I mean, they're good and they're tasty.
Oh, the shit that I used to eat in elementary school before going to school.
I'm addicted to these freaking chocolate chip cookies at work and these Monster Java energy drinks in the morning. And I always feel like crap afterwards, but it's so good.
Yeah. And you know, it's probably the sugar crash, yes. But what a lot of people aren't realizing is it's the folic acid. Folic acid is man-made, and we're not supposed to be putting that shit in our system. Folate acid, now that's the good shit. And I think a lot of people get that confused. That's why when you go to like places like Italy and you eat a bowl of pasta, like you don't feel like shit with it. But you eat a bowl of pasta here at all of them, or you feel like taking a nap, 5-hour nap.
Oh yeah, but this is more like a this is a more of a it impacts your mood for the entire day because of the way the sugar interacts with your body.
Yeah. I believe folic acid does the same thing. It messes with your mood. So it's probably both. Like if you're having like carbs and sugar, I'm sure that's just double trouble.
So I started
the sugar and the insulin and that folic acid.
I started scrambling eggs in the morning for breakfast, and I feel a lot on the days that I do that instead of throwing my money away on cookies and coffee. Feel a lot better.
Yeah.
A lot. Ironically, a lot more awake. That stuff, the coffee knocks me out, which is just another sign that I think I'm ADHD, because apparently caffeine has the opposite effect on people with ADHD.
Well, what kind of creamer are you using?
Well, no, I usually drink those Monster Java drinks. But
that shit. That shit's just that's a sugar crash. Just
Yeah.
time bomb.
But like, I'll drink a coffee and then immediately get sleepy. Like there's no rush and then crash. It's just immediately start feeling groggy and tired.
You should try NeuroGum. Have you ever tried that?
Nuh-uh.
You ever heard of it? Yeah. It is probably the best gum I've ever tried. Had.
Coffee.
It has
Continue.
Get it. It has caffeine, energy and focus, powered with natural caffeine, balanced with L-theanine, infused with B vitamins.
Oh, so it's like an energy drink, but in gum form.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a ton of sugar. It has 2 sugar alcohol, 2 grams of sugar alcohol, 2 grams of carbohydrates, and the rest is L-theanine and natural caffeine.
Oh.
Sugar-free, gluten-free, aspartame-free, it's vegan. It's dope, bro. When I'm falling asleep in the car, I just start chewing on one of those, and it's just, I'm good.
I wonder if it uses sucralose.
I think so.
Usually when things are sugar free, and aspartame, they use aspartame, and then if they're aspartame free, that means they're using sucralose, which is Splenda basically.
Yeah.
Which is better for you. It's not as bad as aspartame.
Right. I use Splenda on my French toast.
It's made from sugar.
Yeah. Here, I'll tell you what it is. It's peppermint flavor.
Sorbitol, gum base.
Oh,
Natural
nitrogen
flavors.
monoxide.
Huh?
No, nothing.
Huh?
Continue.
Monk fruit. Yeah, I want to know it's that. Stevia oil? I think that's stevia.
Oh, stevia. Yeah, that's the sweetener.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sucralose. Extract for blue color.
I can't tell what that is, but I like it. Sandwich. Dang it! I forgot what I was going to say earlier.
If you're like studying something that you need to like really focus and like absorb, that gum is really good. Doing that.
Oh, now I remember what I was going to say. Coffee is actually really good for you. I mean,
Yes,
like if you're
it is.
loading it full of sugar, not so much.
And not so good.
But the actual coffee part of it is really good for you.
Yes. I have coffee every morning with a little bit of like this natural organic creamer that I get from Walmart.
Kitty cat. Yeah, I got for Christmas, I think it was for Christmas, I got an autumn collection of coffees that I hadn't really started trying until now. I broke my Keurig, you guys. I did a big dumb and I broke my Keurig. But it's okay, because I had a backup Keurig at work. I had an extra one, and so I brought it to work for them to use over there, but nobody's been using it anyway. And so I went go reclaim it. So now instead of a black Keurig, I have a very festive-looking red one.
I used to have a Nespresso. Shoot.
Power washing all your graffiti? Yep. Well, you know, it's a circle of life, Sandwich. You know, you come and then spray paint all over, you know, the mayor's mansion, and then I come and pressure wash it off.
Is this the mayor's mansion?
I think so. Are you also responsible for all those eggs, Sue Allen?
I wish this was what is it? Mayor. The mayor of New York.
I don't remember.
Adams. I wish this was Mayor Adams' house.
Yeah, clean the mayor's mansion. Dirt Finder, I need your assistance at the mansion as a matter of the greatest urgency. Colossal number of eggs, isn't it? Governor Stevens said he's never seen such a sustained attack of eggs. There's over 100 of them, launched over a period of 15 minutes. The sheer variety of hue in the yolks, from a rich, whatever, I don't know how to pronounce that, to almost lemon yellow. I had to mark my territory. Uh-oh. Quite mesmerizing, set against my pure white alabaster pillars. I'm sure you know what my poor old Ulysses, the mayoral cat, is still missing. We've all been frantic with worry. Apparently, other people from town have reported missing cats too. It was the same when I started wearing, you know, what? Many thanks for your, whatever. Yeah, he won't let us in. It didn't say it there, but he won't let us in. So we have to, you have to buy like the longest attachment available. See,
Cheetos are those cans, aren't they?
I think so. Oh yeah, check out the store. There should be an even longer extension.
Wait a second. Wait. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we have to clean it from out here.
So, this guy wants us to clean his place, but we don't have access to his property.
Correct.
What kind of bullshit is that? That this is gonna cost him extra. I would definitely charge him extra for this shit.
Yeah, because you got to buy specialized equipment for this.
Exact. 1,200? Wait a second. Do I have the 3,000 or? Yeah, the 3,000. Okay. So it's total is $800.
He's the mayor, he can afford it. That's true. So you're saying we should definitely charge him extra then?
Hell yeah.
You got the
charge him 2,000 extra.
yeah, extra long extension. That boy thick. Charge him extra so I can buy some new clothes and books and more eggs, since you threw them all at his house.
More pasture-raised organic eggs. Kids, buy your eggs pasture-raised. Good. It's better. And it's more ethical for the chicken.
Alan always
Damn,
has
I wanted
eggs.
to read that.
Oh, so you got the egg hookup. Boy, this would be so much easier if I could just walk over there.
If only. Were it so easy. This looks so ridiculous. This. Oh, just look at me, and you'll see exactly what I'm looking at.
Imagine the cleaning crew has to stand on the freaking sidewalk and wash through the gate. Get the
whose idea was this? You know.
Get the one that's like a stream, but it spins. The nozzle that does that.
I don't know.
Let me see what it's called, because we have that for the other one, but not for the 3,000.
Oh.
The
There we go.
turbo nozzle. But get it for the 3,000.
Yes. It's not doing shit.
Because you don't have the long extension for that one.
Can I afford it? Yeah, we can afford it. Let's go. Yeah.
Oh, why'd you get the?
We're getting pranked.
I meant get the turbo nozzle for the 3,000, not the extra long extension for the Urban X.
Wait a second. Hold on. I didn't know that they had that nozzle for.
I think so.
I
I
didn't know they
can't.
had the crazy nozzle.
I can't look in the store as a guest, but I think they do.
What's it called? Turbo nozzle.
Yeah, I mean it's not that big of a deal because this is really one of the only uses it has. So we could just use the Urban X.
Like 120. Heavy hitter. On the Prime Vista 3000 and 5 of its attachments. Nice. There you go. Now you can switch. Oh,
Egg erase.
there's so much eggs, so much egg here that we can make like 5 omelets. Yeah.
Omelette du fromage.
But yeah, I remember that.
You remember that?
Dexter's Lab.
Yep.
Dexter ruled, dude.
Yeah, man. He became like Then he won like a Nobel Prize or something. He had the girls at school all falling for him.
Everything. He's getting girls swooning over him.
Omelette du fromage.
Just whispering that in their ears.
See, eggs can even be sexy with a little bit of creativity.